It's the motorcycle that's been hiding behind the Iron Curtain for over 50 years. One of Russia's best-kept secrets finally invades the shores of America. It's the URAL Sidecar motorcycle. The URAL is a motorcycle not just unusual in appearance, but unique in capability. Here's a maneuver known as flying the chair. Across America, the URAL is already making its mark and turning heads, even a few in the animal kingdom. The URAL possesses some familiar and some not so familiar features compared to most motorcycles on the road today. Tractor-style seats are the norm, but bench type are also available. It's got a standard reverse gear, a kick of the heel, and back you go. The leading link Earl's front fork suspension provides superior handling at any speed on any terrain. And a spacious sidecar storage compartment for groceries or any gear you want to bring along. The knobby spare tire is also an option. So you're probably wondering where this thing came from and how it got here. This is Bob Gerund. Bob is the president and CEO of URAL America, the exclusive North American importer of the URAL. Bob and his partner Tom Lynott went to Russia in 1992 in an effort to help curb potato crop losses, and came back involved in something neither of them would have predicted. Moscow and the world-famous Red Square, the heart and soul of the Russian Empire. It's Just 1,500 miles east of here, 29 hours by train in the town of Irbit, Siberia, where you'll find Ural Moto, the factory which produces the Ural. Adjoining the factory is the company museum, which contains examples of the Ural that span its very rich 50-year history. Here's the motorcycle sometimes referred to as the grandfather of the Ural. It's a 1939 BMW R71 sidecar rig. The Russians purchased this bike, and 4 others like it from Sweden in 1939, took it back home, and literally reverse engineered it to produce the first Urals in 1942. This is one of those first few, equipped with a machine gun and designed for use during World War II. Here's a police version of the bike. This one is set up with the sidecar on the opposite side for use in countries like Great Britain and Australia. And here's a Ural that got left in the dryer just a bit too long. The factory itself is something of a marvel, and every bit as unique as the motorcycle it produces. Ural Moto employs nearly 10,000 people. Since the town of Irbit has a population of just 50,000, that makes it a pretty important part of the community. It covers 168 acres and has its own iron and steel foundries, forming workshops, tube and rod cutting facilities, and in-house engineering and design section.
Machining pistons is
70% of the parts are made on-site, including the engines, gear cases, main drives, front forks, wheels, fuel tanks, frames, sidecars, and handlebars. Rubber and electrical parts, carburetors and shocks are some of the few components purchased elsewhere. What the factory lacks in modernized machinery and equipment, it makes up with labor intensity. So much of the Ural is literally handmade.
This is how the metal goes.
Export models receive special treatment and attention compared to the ones sold domestically. Don't worry, we've been assured this engine is for a Ural bound for Cuba.
Well, it's taking shape by this point. Wheels for the export models, generally. Here's where the wheels are made.
Chrome wheels are for export models only. Inspector Spatsky says this batch looks A-OK. Here's another example of why the Ural can be truly considered handmade. The factory produces 132,000 motorcycles a year, 600 per day, one every 1.8 minutes, and they're shipped to over 40 countries across the globe.
Off the line.
One last step before it goes out the door.
Side.
So let's see what this thing can do.
How do you feel?
As you can obviously see, the Ural never met terrain it didn't like. and it doesn't mind getting a little dirty. There can be no doubt that the Ural is a rugged machine, and the way it handles the back roads in Russia, it should have little difficulty with anything North America can dish out. It wasn't all business for the two American entrepreneurs during their Russian visits. Here they tag along for a road trip through Irbit to the outskirts of the town for a friendly gathering with their Russian counterparts. When Bob and Tom made the decision to approach the people at Ural Moto about importing the Ural to the U.S., they were curious as to why it hadn't been done yet. What they found out was that, yes, there were a lot of interested parties, but no one had ever come to meet them in person. It was always just letters and faxes, no hands to shake or backs to slap. Bob and Tom quickly found out that that's the way things are done in Russia. A home-style barbecue, a few jokes, and of course, a little vodka. Okay, a lot of vodka. Went a long way in putting the deal together. After just a few of these get-acquainted sessions, it was all downhill from there. All the necessary papers were signed. A deal had been struck. Seattle, Washington, the first stop for the Ural on its way to the United States. This is the Linwood Cycle Barn, the first motorcycle dealership in America to sign on as a Ural distributor. We stopped in to talk with the general manager, Dave Nelson, to get his impressions of the bike and to see what kind of response they've had so far.
I guess it was a phone call from Bob to Jim. They've known each other for a number of years, and actually Bob was in the motorcycle business some years ago. And Bob had been over to Russia and had seen him, and he wanted to buy one. And it was more of a question, well, what do you think? Could we sell them in America? And it was, I hadn't really thought much about it, but I think everybody has been kind of intrigued with the Russians. I mean, we don't know anything about them, so it's more of a intriguing thing than anything else. And it was, and Bob was excited. He thought, well, maybe we can make a couple of bucks too, and see if we can import these things. And he sent us a picture over, and we said, well, yeah, I think, and it's, with the way the motorcycle industry is going now, a lot of the people into the collectibles and into the stuff that's not real common, and I don't think this is a motorcycle for somebody that's already a first-time buyer. This is not their kind of motorcycle. This is going to be somebody that wants to go out on the weekends and have something a little different, something. Maybe they already have a big Harley or a big Honda or a big Kawasaki or Yamaha or something. And it's a guy that wants something different, something that's, people look and say, what in the world is that? One of those type of things. And it is, and I think that it's the Russian thing more than anything else. I think that's the thing that thrilled me about it, is that it's made in Russia, and what do we know about the Russians? Nothing. So that was the thing that thrilled us more than anything else, was something made in Russia, and we wanted to see it. We wanted to see what it, what the workmanship was, and how did it run, and that type of thing.
Yeah, they're really neat bikes. I mean, they remind me of when I was used to growing up in England in the 50s. The family didn't have a car back then. And what we'd do is we'd go out on the motorbike and sidecar. My dad would be riding, of course, and my mother on the back, and my brother and I would be sitting in the sidecar here, and we'd go out on a Sunday day, and it'd be kind of just like what you do on a, like you do here over in the States, and go and pile the kids in the station wagon and take off for the day. Well, in England we did in the sidecar, and this is what's appealing to me, is to get one of these things and do just the same thing, it's nostalgia, of course, but it's got this nice 50s styling, and it'd be good fun doing that. And this is a pretty neat bike.
Regular workhorses, they just carry tons of stuff. You can fit a lot of stuff in it, and they're just go and go and go. That's about it.
Would you buy one?
I think I'm going to be a part owner in one. He came back after that last SWAT meet, and he was just jumping. So it was just all sorts of excited. And then we came down here to see the red one also, to see just the difference and just how bright a red. It's supposed to be really pretty. And now it's sort of figure out what color he wants. And that's it.
Which color would you prefer?
I'd have to see the red one. This one's really nice in that being all black and everything. It's very classic and classy, and the simple elegance to it that way. And the red, though, would be a little more exciting on it, and possibly, with my concern, would be being seen on the highway and making sure you're a little more visible that way. But I've got black leathers, and so it'll go with this.
I took an elderly lady for a ride here, 2 weeks ago, from Hungary, and she was like 75, 80 years old, something like this. And her folks owned one when she was in her 20s or 30s or something, and it's exactly what she remembered, exactly the same thing. Yeah, we went for a ride, and I couldn't hardly get her out of it. She wanted to go and go and go. She wanted to go 3, 4, 5 times. It was great. It was just absolutely a blast.
Next, we drop by a local watering hole known as the Alki Tavern, where every Thursday several hundred enthusiasts of a certain American motorcycle gather. The URAL managed to attract quite a few of the traditional Harley crowd, curious to get a closer look at the new Russian kid on the block.
Okay, Christy. So I understand you bought one of these things.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
What happened? You saw something on TV, and
I
then
saw it on Evening Magazine.
the magazine here in
And
Seattle.
as soon as I saw it, I said I had to have one. So I ran into a friend that had a video on it, and he lent it to me. I guess he's an investor in this. His name's Gus. And I saw the video, and I went down like the next day and put 500 down to hold one for me.
Oh, I pulled one. So, are you excited?
Oh yeah, very flat. You've seen the video, obviously.
Yes.
You can take it up over roads, on mountains, everywhere.
Do a little
so.
four-wheeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach the dog to ride in sidecars. So.
I was just going to ask you if you had a dog. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna learn to ride in sidecar.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great. Excellent.
But yeah, I ordered a red one.
So you're one of the first people in the country to buy a Ural.
Yeah.
Right here, I have
I'm impressed. I like it.
Looks like another successful stop on the Ural's Goodwill Tour. Whether you're a collector, an outdoorsman, you've got kids and a dog, or maybe you just want to have some fun, the Ural may be just the transportation you've been looking for. There can be no doubting its versatility, its ruggedness, and its uniqueness. The Ural, the Russian sidecar motorcycle. It's one of a kind.